And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classic.
It's been a while. I know. It's crazy. My last Vinyl Finds video was just before Christmas. So literally I'm looking through my pile of stuff and there's a lot of things here that I've acquired since Christmas. Yeah, look at that. A lot of these are 12-inch singles, and I do have some 7s as well. I'll explain some stuff as we're going. Some stuff may need needle drops, because I don't think you'll be able to find them on YouTube unless you really dig down deep. So if I can get some needle drops in, I definitely will. I don't like to do needle drops, but I will try. I also do apologize about the lighting. This is the best angle I can get because my phone is about to run out of battery. So I had to compromise. I had to plug it in and I had to try and work around the whole fact that my phone was literally about to die. And this is the only time I think I'm going to be able to record this video. Anyway, let's start off with some stuff. Basically, what happened is on Monday, I went with my boss to this place, this house, because we had about 2,000 records to look through. He obviously wanted me there for my opinion as well. There was some stuff in there I knew, some stuff I didn't, but I was able to get some stuff for myself. I got 6 12-inch singles and 3 7s. I'll actually show you the 7s first. I'll have some more 7s later on, but I need to explain those a bit better first. Some of them anyway. The first one I have here is Michael Jackson, I Just Can't Stop Loving You. It has the spoken word intro, but the reason I got it was for the flip side, which is Baby Be Mine on the flip. I got it for that reason. Basically, hang on, I'll show these first and then we'll get that out of the way. Freedom by Wham. And I think, yep, it has the instrumental on the flip side. These 7s are just for DJing with. Literally no other reason. And then Phil Collins, Another Day in Paradise. Back with Heat on the Street. So yeah, let's move on from those. And before I tell you about the 7s, what we went to look at was an ex-DJ's collection. And this guy used to DJ in my town. So a lot of the stuff that he had was a lot of very commercial dance music. And while there were a few things in there that weren't great, there were some things in there that were fantastic. And I'm going to show you the stuff that I got for myself. Couple of House 12s. I'm trying to get more into the dance music thing. So every now and again I might pick up a House 12-inch or a drum bass 12-inch just because I'm still like discovering it. But this is Tony DeBart, The Real Thing, on the Cleveland City Blues label. It has, I'm guessing, an original mix on one side, a dance mix and an underground mix. I have no idea what this is like. It is on blue marble vinyl, which is a bit of a downside because I don't really like to play colored vinyl out. But this is a nice little, my boss said I would like it, but I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet, so I don't know if I do or not. But I'll give it a listen anyway. Halo by Beyonce. Remember, this is my time period here. This is about a £40 12-inch. And I copped this for nothing, basically. Just for going with my boss. He said, take whatever you want. And I saw this. I didn't realise how much it was worth until I discogged it when I got home. And it's about a £40 12-inch single. So, yeah. That's nice. I do like Beyonce's early stuff. Her later stuff is a bit hit or miss for me. I do like the album Lemonade. But yeah, everything else that she's put out 2010s onwards is very hit or miss for me, but her early stuff I really enjoy, so I had to grab that. Bit of a commercial song here, I know, but Flow Riders, Right Round. This is a song I played to death when it came out, and I never knew it was on vinyl, so I grabbed that for my collection, because this is a song I would play out if we're doing old school, like, reminiscing nights, because people my age will remember that song when it came out, so that's a song that I'll play constantly. This, you can't, I don't know if you can see that, you can see that, MJ versus Breathe and Stop, it says on there. What this is, it's a one-sided 12-inch, but you can see there, Jacko versus Q-Tip. What this is this is a bootleg, but this is a bootleg of Michael Jackson's Breathe and Don't Stop. No, sorry, this is my... I'm trying to get my words together, excuse me. This is a mashup of Q-Tip's Breathe and Stop with Michael Jackson's Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. This is one of the things I wanted to give you a needle drop of, because this is probably one of my favorite mashups of all time. And I'm not a huge fan of a lot of mashups, but this is one that, you know, I love and appreciate, and I've been looking for a copy of this for about a year and a half. So, super glad to own that finally, super stoked. I tried to hold back my excitement when I saw it in one of the crates that this DJ had, because I was like, because I knew I'd been looking for it, my boss knew I'd been looking for it, and yeah, I knew there was going to be a copy out there. I just didn't want to pay the £20 or whatever they go for on Discogs, because I don't like it that much, especially for one song, and it's complete, there are no grooves on the second side. But yeah, Michael Jackson's Breathe and Stop, I guess is called. I'll try and get a needle drop of this one so you guys can listen to it, but I think this is on YouTube somewhere.
You know, I was wondering if she could keep on, because the force has got a lot of power, and it makes me feel like that. It makes me feel like that.
A hard time if emotion is still. Let me move some things around because the lyrics is ill. Abstract, you know my stickity in here. Niggas get on and swear just they fucking yeah. But yo, your girl just moved to the joint in the club and the carpet groove. Bruh, look, the movement is on. Now man and mommies and Victoria dolls. I give a rhyme on dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. You vibrant and you fresh and all. Original to say the least, and you impress them all. Come on. Rappers getting stole, finding it very hard to make it over the wall. Hey, get your weight up, I'm out of your hurt, and I go to death here to felonious words. So girls move it around. If you see your main dog, get the rubber a pound and just breathe and stop for real, and give it what you got. Just breathe and stop for real, and give it what you got. Give it what you got. Give it what you got. If you're on the block, give it what you got. And give it what you got. Give it what you got. Give it what you got. If you're on the block.
Novelty again, but again, this is one that near the end of the night people tend to ask for quite a bit. The Cha Cha Slide by DJ Casper has the original live platinum band mix, which is the mix that I play all the time. And there's obviously like a really funky dance to it that everybody does. And while I'm not a huge fan of this song, people in my town love it. So I had to grab this from that collection just because I would play it out. This is a near the end of the night song, but I would still play this. And this is the other House 12 I grabbed. This is more disco type based house music. This is Joey Negro with Must Be the Music. Has a club mix and a dub mix on the flip side. You can tell it's a DJ copy because he's got a cross on one side, a tick on the other, noting which side to play. So yeah, there is that one. I've been looking for a copy of this for a while as well, so super stoked to grab that one. That's the stuff I got from that former DJ's collection. And what happened next? Well, actually, what happened before that? I'm going completely out of order, but it don't matter because I know you guys don't care. As long as I show you the stuff. A guy came in with a box, a big cardboard box, and in that was a whole load of 7-inch singles. And I want to say a good 99% of those singles were not in sleeves. And my boss said, you can take any of the ones you want, because none of them are in great shape or anything, but if there's any you want, just take them. So I went a bit mad with the singles. I had to put all of them into sleeves, because none of them were, making me fork out money for sleeves, but you know, I don't mind, because it gives me a reason to buy some sleeves. But yeah, these are the singles I bought. I'll try and breeze through these. Like I said, most of these are not in great shape, but they'll do for placeholder copies at least, so I can get better copies. Bee Gees, Love You Inside Out, one of my favorite, probably my favorite Bee Gees song actually. I do like that song quite a bit, and it's backed with I'm Satisfied. Bill Withers, Lovely Day. Backed with It Ain't Because of Me, Baby. Bee Gees, Too Much Heaven. Backed with Rest Your Love on Me. George Benson, Nature Boy. Backed with The Wind and I. Oh, I'm still recovering from a cold, by the way, so if you hear me sniffing, that's why. Dennis Brown, Money in My Pocket, Part 1 and Part 2. Part 2 is obviously on the flip side. A song I like. A reggae song I like. There you go. Desmond Dekker, Sing a Little Song. Backed with No Place Like Home. I do quite like Desmond Dekker's music quite a bit, so there's another reggae one. Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On 7. Oh, you never see this 7 anywhere, so I was stoked to find this. It's just a shame the condition was not brilliant. And then it's backed with I Wish It Would Rain, which I got this for Let's Get It On, but you know, if I can't exactly play this out until I can get a better copy, unfortunately. Sir Duke by Stevie Wonder. One Stevie Wonder single I did not own, so there you go. I have a copy of it now. It might be a placeholder copy, but at least I have one. And then backed with Tuesday Heartbreak. Yeah, so there's that. And then the final one is Lionel Richie, Love Will Conquer All. Which is backed with the only one. So yeah, there's them. Lionel Richie was obviously the only one in a sleeve out of all of them, but I don't mind because I grabbed it. I'll wrap up with these two singles here, and I grabbed these two because I'll play. These two are ones I could play out. Oh, excuse me. This one is Shaka and Pliers. She Don't Let Nobody. Another reggae song, Dancehall, Back with Tracy, but I grabbed it for the A-side because I do really enjoy that song, believe it or not. And then this next one, this is one I did 100% grabbed for DJing because I want to try and start throwing a little bit more modern soul into my soul sets, especially as one, I get asked to, and secondly because given my age, I'm starting to attract people more my age to these type of events, so I want to start throwing a little bit more modern stuff, modern-ish stuff into my sets. And while this song's about 8 years old, it's still classed as modern. The song itself is Cool Million, Without Your Love, and features Kenny Thomas on vocals. And no, it's not the former basketball player Kenny Thomas. What it is Kenny Thomas, I think Kenny Thomas was known famously as the Singing Postman. He only really had one album that was any good, or that, you know, sold really well. After that, he didn't do a whole lot, but this song was one that, you know, I really like from him. Probably my favorite Kenny Thomas song. One of my favorite songs by Cool Million, who are a German electronic duo, but kind of they kind of fall into that electronic soul music, so they sort of go along the lines of D-Train and Kashif, which of course, if you're no stranger to my channel, you know I love their music, so of course I'm going to like Cool Million. And this is back to If We Can Work It Out, which features the West Coast Soul Stars, yeah, that's right. But I grabbed this literally just for my DJing sets, and you know, it's there.
Maybe I can find a way to bring you here and make you stay. 'Cause every time I watch you go, girl, it hurts me so, like you'll never know. You're on my mind all the time. I think about you every day and night. I can't think straight, and I just can't wait. 'Cause baby, I keep missing you. Oh, I can't live without your love. No, I can't survive without your love. I can't live without your love. Not even one more night without your love. I can't live without your love. No, I can't survive without your love. I can't take another day, no, without your love. Or one more night without your love.
Yeah, they performed like literally, I think, what is it? It's probably, they performed about 45 minutes away from me not too long ago, like last year in the summer. I missed the chance to go and see them, but if I wanted to go, I could have gone, which I'm kind of booting myself that I didn't go now, but I'll see them again at some point. Yeah, anyway, moving on to some more stuff here. I'll show you guys some more 12-inch singles, and then we'll wrap up with the 12s, because yeah, there we go. Basically, I helped my boss organize his personal collection, and he had some doubles, and he basically told me that I could help myself to some doubles of some of the stuff he had. So I grabbed a copy of The Dude by Quincy Jones. Again, I apologize about the lighting. I know it's not the best lighting here, but you know, I'm doing the best I can. This is backed with 100 Ways and Just Once, but of course I did grab this for the song The Dude, because I did not have that on a 12-inch. Where are we at? Rocker's Revenge, Walking on Sunshine. Not in the best condition, but still decent. Yeah. As the acapella on one side and Rocking on Sunshine on the other. But yeah, Rocker's Revenge. Nice song there. Commercial. I didn't have it. Not a huge fan of it, but I'll have it for playing out or whatever. Groove is in the Heart. Delight. Did not have this one either on a 12-inch. You just don't see it that often anymore. You used to see it all the time, and then it sort of disappeared. But now it's started to crop up again. But I really like this song because there's a mix on here that contains Bootsy Collins and Q-Tip. So yeah, that's the only reason I really get it, for the Q-Tip rap that's on one of the sides. So yeah, there's that. Finally, the final 12-inch. You can't see it that well, but it is a drum and bass 12-inch. Guy called Sub Focus. Like I said, I'm trying to get into more electronic dance music, and drum and bass is something I've kind of had a bit of a connection with recently. So grabbed that. It doesn't sound great, but it works enough for me. So grabbed that. Sub Focus. Aeroplane is the name of the track on one side, and Flamenco is the track on the other side. Pretty nice drum and bass song. I've always liked Sub Focus's stuff anyway, because it is a bit heavier, the stuff I kind of like. So grabbed that. So yeah, move on to the stuff I got out of the shop next. Well, obviously that DJ collection I showed earlier was out of the shop. But what I mean is like stuff that when we order stuff, sometimes my boss will ask me if there's anything I want when we're ordering, and he'll like give me an option of what there is, and if there isn't anything, I'll be honest and say I don't want anything. But if there's something I really want, I'll say hell yeah, I want it. So a couple things that when we made an order, I grabbed. The first thing, and I got this on New Year's Eve. This is Lil Baby, Street Gossip. This is his mixtape, I believe. And yeah, we picked this up. Modern hip hop. It's trap. Well, it's trap music really, but I really like the vibe of this thing. There's a song on here called Pure Cocaine, which is the song I listened to that made me want to grab this, especially for the price it was at. And it's on Capitol, but he's also on Motown, which is very strange because I didn't think Motown were doing anything anymore. But if you look down the bottom here, somewhere, he is in fact signed to Motown. So that's another reason I picked this up, because I kind of religiously collect anything that's on Motown. So just decided to grab this. Lil Baby. If you're not into modern hip hop or trap music, it's not going to be one for you, but this is definitely something for me. So yeah, liked that one. Grabbed that. The other thing I grabbed while we were making some orders is the soundtrack reissue, by the way, but soundtrack to Raiders of the Lost Ark. One of my all-time favorite movies. I did not own this because you never see the original. But yeah, decided to grab that. There it is on the inside. And here's the best part about this for me. Now, no, much like everybody else in the VC, I'm not a huge fan of coloured vinyl. I used to love it, but then it kind of, now that everything's coming out in coloured vinyl, it's sort of getting a bit out of hand. But I did like this one, grey. I have a soft spot for grey vinyl, especially marble vinyl, so it's very, very nice. Nice to have that. Yeah. Do like that quite a bit. I haven't seen the movie in a while, so I do need to go back and rewatch it, but for the time being, you know, for what it is, it's a very nice soundtrack. The sound quality is incredible, and even I was surprised with the sound quality. So Yeah, very, very nice. Reissue of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Nice. Yeah. 2016 reissue. Nice to have that. Happily have that on vinyl. We're going to finish up here with a couple of reggae things. This one's a bit risky, so I've got to be careful showing this to you guys. Tighten Up Volume 6. Just because of the songs that are on here. I can't flip it over. Well, actually, yeah, I can. As long as I cover that bit up. Susan Beware of the Devil by Dandy Livingston is on here. Maytal's Redemption song is on here. Anything else I recognize on here? I really only grabbed this for Susan Beware of the Devil. Unfortunately, it's not in the best of shape. It's very, very crackly and everything else. But other than that, it's a pretty decent compilation usually. So I decided to pick that up mainly for the cover, but no, I'm joking. But yeah, nice little reggae compilation. I do need more reggae in my collection, so that was a nice little freebie from the shop there. Finally, and I'm so glad we're getting done here because we're stretching into 21 minutes and we're not finished up yet, and that's without the needle drops in before editing it. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up with this, finish up with this. Gregory Isaacs Night Nurse. Reggae people may know this. I've been hunting for a copy of this for no word of a lie, probably about 3 years. Probably about as long as I've been collecting records and buying records, I've been looking for a copy of this. And one came through the shop and I did not hesitate to grab it, and my boss said, just take it. Because you've been looking for it and it's not an expensive album. You just don't see it. There's a few skips on side 2. But that's mainly down to the fact that it just needs a little bit of a clean. Other than that, it's a pretty nice sounding copy. So happy to have a copy of this finally. I have liked Gregory Isaacs' music for a while. This is the album that pretty much, outside of Bob Marley, this is the album that got me into reggae. Because before I listened to this, I didn't listen to reggae other than Bob Marley. So I owe pretty much my reggae listening to this album here. And I finally have a copy of it on vinyl. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. I apologize if I'm fidgeting or trying to speed through it, because I'm sitting at quite an awkward position, because you can't see the floor here, but I literally have vinyl all over the place, and my phone's not in a usual spot, because like I said at the top, I needed to charge my phone. So there you go. Guys, thanks so much for tuning into the channel. I'll try and get needle drops in if I can of certain things, particularly of the stuff that you might not know as well. Hopefully the copyright won't kick in. But we'll see how that goes anyway. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, basically that's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that the videos have kind of slowed down a little bit. I can't explain things now, but hopefully there'll be a video where I can actually talk to you guys and kind of explain everything that's been going on. So guys, thanks so much for tuning back into the channel, and hopefully I'll see you again. I'll see you guys as soon as I can. Alright, peace.